And I'll come to why that worked and why online worked. But the one big thing which happened was that we never looked at print again. We just stopped advertising in print, and we've never gone back to advertising in print. Especially for categories like ours, which target young users, people who are less than 35 years old. And more of our spend has moved to the internet. And last year, 71% of our money was spent on the internet, only 29% was spent on offline, and which was mostly television. So that's what happened. What's happened to us? That's what we've been through, and we track every penny spent. Even though we are big spenders, we track every penny spent virtually. We have metrics which tell us every day, every minute on how our campaign is doing, and we keep optimizing our campaigns. And yes, the large part of the money being spent goes to Google, goes to Yahoo, goes to Rediff, it goes to some of the bigger brands. We use all kinds of, we use ad networks. Some of you are familiar with these guys, Comely, Quasar, and so on. We use affiliates, we use portals, we do search engine marketing, we do everything. We just track what is our cost of acquisition. And if our cost of acquisition is X from a particular source and 2X from another source, we just shut off that source and say, look, for more money here. So we are very analytically driven as far as the marketing spend goes. And we are finding that online, nothing works better than online. And that is true of all the categories we operate in, including jobs. Today, when we started building Naukri, the Ascent in Bangalore used to be 16 pages and used to come out twice a week. So about 30 pages of Ascent every week. Today, they're happy if they get 7-8 pages. That is one. Secondly, newspapers have continued to increase their rates for the last few years. Every year they've taken a 20% price hike. As a result, they become very, very cost ineffective for a lot of people. On the other hand, in online, rates are falling. And why are rates falling? Rates are falling because online usage is going up. So let's take a portal like a Yahoo. If they were getting 1 billion impressions earlier on the site, and on every site, on every page, let's say they put out 2 ads, they were selling 2 billion ads in a month. But today, with usage rate increasing, their impressions are growing from 1 billion to 2 billion to 3 billion to 4 billion. And on every page, they can serve 2 ads, so they're able to serve many more ads. So online inventory is growing rapidly. Okay, and therefore a lot of it is unsold, and that puts downward pressure on rates, which is fine because that makes a medium more attractive, increases sales for Yahoo, gets more advertisers in, and advertisers start putting more money there. And similarly for Google and many other players. On the other hand, in newspapers, they have a peculiar problem. The more they print, the more they lose. Because newsprint is very expensive. A typical newspaper which you would get in your house would actually cost 30 rupees to print. But you get it for 2 rupees. Okay, because advertisers are subsidizing it. Right? Now the problem is advertising is moving away to the internet. Revenues are falling. You can't increase your circulation because if you increase your circulation, that means you have to lose more money. And therefore, newspapers are stuck in this. On the one side, they have the internet. On the other side, they have the rising cost of newsprint, and they don't know what to do. Hindi newspapers are doing fine still. Vernacular newspapers are doing fine because those guys are still not on the internet. Their readers are still not on the internet. The total readership of all the vernaculars put together, maybe 300 million or 200 million, I don't know what the number is. It's maybe 10 times that of English newspapers. And the internet is only 40 million, 50 million people. So they're still okay. But English newspapers could have been big trouble. And that's what we are seeing in our business. We've stopped advertising in English newspapers completely. We just put our money on the internet. Now I can skip this. So for those of you who are familiar with online marketing, online marketing can broadly be categorized into 2 parts. There is pay for, so there is let me call it pay for performance marketing, which is that you pay on the basis of response. So you say, look, I'll pay you if I get an extra so many clicks or so many registrations or so much sales. So I'll pay you on performance. Unlike, when you say in newspapers, this is the ad and this is what it costs, and I'm going to put the ad in respect to what happens. So if I get response, great. If I don't get response, fine. On the other hand, online marketing, pay for performance, which is a big component, is driven by performance. So you pay for performance. You pay only if you get the profiles. You pay only if you get the sale. And then there is another element of online marketing, just display, which is basically brand marketing, which is similar to offline. When you say, look, I want to be on the homepage of Yahoo. Yahoo says this is what the homepage of Yahoo costs. We don't care if you get response or not. This is what it costs. So if you want to reach out to everybody, okay, this is what it is, right? And that is basically used for some of the stuff I showed you, big banner ads and so on, where you want to build the brand, as opposed to generating leads, right? So this we've just covered. So which brings me to one more point, which is general brand building versus lead gen.